What's going on, good people? Hey, I have a quick video for you, and I'm just hoping to share some of the music that I think you probably haven't heard of, some of the music that drives me, that makes me want to make my system sound the best. I have a lot of music that you've heard of, right? I have Radiohead, I have Pearl Jam, I have Taylor Swift, I have a lot of big bands. I'm susceptible to the marketing as well, and I love that stuff too. But here's some music that I don't think that most of you have heard of. And if you would be willing, I'd love it if you left a comment down below with some music that you love that maybe we haven't heard of either. It's about the music. So let me get started. Number one, this is an album, Daniel Rodriguez. I saw him open up for Gregory Alan Isakov at Pappy and Harriet in Joshua Tree National Park, or right outside of Joshua Tree. Singer-songwriter. I think this album, the song that is worth all of it is the song Colorado. The rest of it's good. Colorado is great, in my opinion. Give it a shot. If you have a chance to see him live, I'm sure you can see him pretty cheap. Singer-songwriter, great lyrics, solid music. Run River North. This is a band out of the San Fernando Valley in Southern California. It's a bunch of friends that got together. They just make fun music. This guy, I can't remember his name right now, but he used to do solo stuff. He might still do solo stuff, but Run River North puts out, anytime they make an album, it's must listen to for me. Blah, blah, blah. Songs that I would start with, oh man, growing up, Foxbeard. I think Excuse is a pretty phenomenal song. Lying Beast also. If you have a chance to see this band live, stunning. I've seen them in Michigan. I've seen them in California. This is one of the albums that I've put on repeat over and over and over in my system. Ben Harper. You've probably heard of Ben Harper. Maybe you haven't. Maybe there's a small portion of you who have not. This is one of his solo albums. He also has albums by Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals. I think Ben Harper and the Relentless Seven, I think it's what it's called. But this is one of his solo albums. I don't think this is in print anymore. But it's a guy, his mom owns one of the most amazing music stores I've ever been to. It's also a museum. He has been a guide for me in my life. And shoot, listen to his interviews sometime. He thinks well, he's well thought out. He is a good person who is extraordinary with the guitar and a great singer. I love listening to him. Probably the highlight that I've ever had listening to him, and it's not even his song, but he performed at a Ralph Nader event. What election was that? I don't know, decades ago. But he performed Patty Griffin's song, Mary. It might be the best song I've ever heard live. Patty Griffin also somebody that you should check out. This is just fun music. This is Cavetown. This album's called Animal Kingdom, and I think there's better albums that he has. One of my favorite songs of Cavetown's is a song called I Wish You'd Believe Me. He's a young 20-something-year-old, just a whippersnapper. Somebody that I hope that he has a strong future in music, because the music that's being put out is remarkable. Cavetown actually started with a YouTube channel, I think, as like a teenager, and has done it pretty well for himself. Now this is Rosie Thomas. If you have not heard Rosie Thomas before, listen to her entire catalog. Her most recent stuff is children's albums, but she doesn't know how to make a bad album. This album is with, it's almost like a live studio album, I guess, with Rosie Thomas, Sufjan Stevens, and Denison Whitmer. All of these artists are ones that you should listen to. I don't know who Sheila Saputo is, and I'm sure she's great. But the other three, I can speak for them that they speak to my soul, their struggles, their joys. Listen to Sufjan Stevens' last recording on his album Age of Adz, ADZ. It's like a 24-minute masterpiece. Just an insane, uncharacterizable song that it's worth the sit. And it's an amazing thing to listen to on your hi-fi system. But anyways, Rosie Thomas, that's the highlight here is Rosie Thomas. She's a unique voice, great lyricist, amazing musician, somebody that I would strongly recommend anybody who likes singer-songwriting gets into. She's done she's done probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 albums is what I'd guess. Just all of it's worth a listen. Lord Huron. Now, Lord Huron, this album is Lonesome Dreams. Now, I'm a little biased. I think this is a great band. The lead singer's from Michigan. I think it's like West Creek or West, I don't know, about probably an hour and a half north of Detroit. But I fell in love with them when I happened to see them when I was sitting front row at Red Rocks in Denver, Colorado, or right outside of Denver. A buddy of mine has a wife who had brain cancer somewhat recently when this concert occurred. Not brain cancer. She had a brain surgery. I think she's doing fine now. I know she's doing a lot better. But she couldn't go to the show. He got front row because at Red Rocks it's handicapped, and he called me the day of and said, "Hey, my wife is not going to go to the show. Her headaches are really bad. I really still want to go see the show. I have front row. Would you like to come with me?" I looked online, found airline tickets, flew out there on Frontier, which I don't suggest. Saw the show, and it just, I could probably see, like, who's the most annoying musician that I can possibly think of? I don't know. I could probably see Adam Sandler play one song 4,000 times in a row at Red Rocks and think that was the most amazing experience I've ever had. Nothing against Adam Sandler, but a lot of his music I can listen to like 5 or 6 times. Like Hanukkah songs, hilarious. Anyways, Lord Huron, they have probably 5 or 6 albums. Phenomenal. Last but not least, we've already talked about him a little bit. I've mentioned him in some other videos. This is his newest album, Denison Whitmer. This album is called Anything at All. I think he's the strongest lyricist in music right now. Combining his talents with the production value, the talents of Sufjan Stevens, who they've been friends for 20 or 30 years at this point. This album is worth a full listen. It's worth buying. It's worth getting on vinyl. It is remarkable. Denison Whitmer, I've seen him in concert several times. I have like all of his albums, maybe missing a cover album. But on this one, if you're going to learn to fall in love with him, I love number 3, A House With. Number 4, Making Love, is one of the strongest, most poignant lyrical songs I've heard in a long, long time. Confessions, I could argue that that's the best song on this album. Shade I'll Never See. Slow Motion Snow. If I had to choose, gosh, there's like, there's 10 songs. There's 15 songs that I think are worth listening on this. But if I had to start with one, I think I'd choose between Slow Motion Snow, A House With. I'd choose Slow Motion Snow. It's a phenomenal piece of work. This album, and Denison Whitmer, again, if you like a singer-songwriter, this is great. So those are a few of the albums I don't think you've listened to before. But I am curious, what is in your system? What records, what digital, what cassettes, 8 tracks do you have that you don't think anybody listens to, but they should? I'd love it if you left a comment down below. I'm always interested in good music. I don't care if it's singer-songwriter, I don't care if it's hip hop, I don't care if it's ska, hardcore, um, shoot, if it's the most random music that's undefinable ever. Whatever floats your boat, I want to hear about it because I love listening to artists. I love listening to people doing the best that they can possibly do. And there's so much good music out there. Glad I could share a little bit of it with you. All right, y'all. Enjoy the music. Have a great day. If you're going to be inside, listen. If you're going to be outside, go play in the snow. Go for a hike. Get some ice cream. I'm a big fan of ice cream. All right. Thanks. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.